Hi all! I have a big salad bowl full of a giant ball of yarn that has all these beautiful colors. I've made some special bunting. I call these my Treble Granny Triangles because these are treble stitches. I wanted something that actually looked like, you know, festive bunting, and this variegated yarn fit the bill perfectly. I can tell you, I think I got it from Mary Maxim. They have something called Fashion Plus, amazing value mill end assortments. It's 100% acrylic. I don't know exactly what kind of yarn this is, like what brand or even what colorway it is, but it's gonna fit with my my Christmas theme this year. Last year I did an oceanside holiday, so it was very, Cape Cod and, down, to the beach, that kind of thing. Very beachy. This year I'm doing an old-fashioned candy Christmas. So if you remember old-fashioned candy, Christmas candy that had like the little ribbons and then the little round ones that have like little pictures in them, they're like hard candies. That was a very old-fashioned kind of memory, and the colors were, basically the rainbow. And I thought this yarn fit the bill. It has all the colors that I remember in those candies. Anyway, this is the video to make this bunting, and I think it's going to look nice all year long. I don't think it's something that will just be for Christmas, but this is where this came from. This idea of looking for candy colors, and this yarn I'd had in my stash for a while and I did not know what to do with because it's a short variegated yarn. It doesn't give you a whole lot of space. So these treble stitches, they eat up the yarn so that you get to see the color play in each flag. These are like little flags. So yeah, the treble stitches really eat up the yarn. I will show you how to do it. If you don't like doing a foundation row that is, like this, super springy, then you're going to need to move up a couple of sizes in your hook, okay? Whatever hook size you're using, you need to go up at least a whole hook size to get that nice loose first row chain. If you don't do that, I can't vouch for what's going to happen to your flag when it's curled up. But anyway, let's get started and I'll show you how to make this Treble Granny Triangle flag. Okay, so I'm making a slip knot. And I'm going to make 3 chains. And I will link a video. Okay, I'm going back into the first single crochet that I made, or the first chain, and then I make another chain, pinch that, and then yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Go into the chain that I was pinching. Make sure you get the back bar, so you get 2 loops over your hook, and you yarn over, and then you make a chain. You pull through 2, and you pull through 2. You want to go into this, make another chain right there, and you pinch it. And then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so I made 33 stitches. This is a multiple of 3, and if you do chain stitches, it'll be plus whatever the number of chains that you do to level up to make a double crochet, because these are double crochets. So you'll make your 33 chains and then chain 3 and then do double crochets going back. but you have to end up with 33 to make your 11 treble clusters. So the first thing I do is I just chain up 4, because I've already finished my double crochet foundation. And then I yarn over twice, and I count this as 1, 2, 3. And you make your treble. These are US terms. And you do 3 of those in the same stitch. Make another treble, yarn over twice, 1, 2, 3, in the 3rd stitch. So in the 3rd stitch, make your trebles. One, two, three. I'll meet you at the end. Just keep going. You can pause the video, and I'll meet you at the end. Just keep making your clusters in every 3rd stitch. Okay, I've come to the end. I'm just going to do one more treble on the very far side, and if you did the foundation chain like I did, you're going to need to find that top stitch on the end. Okay, or it's, you know, your chain 3 or last double crochet, but just make sure you get that last one on the end. And you just do 1 treble crochet on the ends. That's all you do. There should be like 1 stitch between the end and the first cluster. Okay, it just leans in a little bit. So then you do 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. You skip all the way over to this gap right here between the first 2 treble clusters, and you start making another row of treble clusters. But you don't even go into the stitches anymore, you just go into the gaps. Into the next treble cluster. One more to finish that treble cluster. Okay, just keep doing that all the way down, and pause the video and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I'm at the end for the last cluster on the 2nd row of treble clusters. And before you get too far along, just double check and make sure that all your clusters look aligned and correct. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and Netflix and stuff, and I tend to sometimes forget what I'm doing because I'm paying attention to something else, and so it's better to check at the end of every row that you've got everything put together the way it's supposed to. The last treble, or the last treble crochet goes into the top of this treble crochet right there. I've tried fighting with this row, this particular stitch, the 4 stitches. It doesn't. It's really not worth it. Just make your four crochet chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just use your first treble in the shell in this cluster as where you're going. This stitch right here where it's in the hook, that's the one you're going to end up using to crochet into. But every row you're going to get less and less treble clusters. You're going to get less and less clusters as you go down. So keep doing that until you get to the point, and I will show you how to do the point. Okay, so I am at the top of the very last row. We have 1 cluster left and the 2 sides. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a treble in the very next stitch. But hold the last pull through. Just hold it on your hook. Go into the next stitch. And like before, you just hold it till you have 3 loops on your hook. One more time at the top of that treble. Okay, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 treble crochets that aren't quite finished. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4. And then just do a slip stitch at the end. Cut it and pull through, and that's your corner, or I should say that's your point, like that. That's what it looks like when you've hidden the tail back into it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share, and subscribe, and crochet your way today, because it's the only time we have.